welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, this is always a fun game when Georgia takes on Ole Miss. Last year's game was absolutely wild during the regular season. Not a single punt in the first half. And keep in mind, Georgia might have a little revenge on their mind after Ole Miss knocked them out of the college football playoff last season.
So Ole Miss kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense comes onto the field first today. And we get our first look at Gunnar Stockton. We're expecting a masterclass in quarterback play as these two get set to square off.
And I know Reese already talked about the quarterbacks. These are two really good football teams. I'm excited to watch them throughout the season and where they could go and where they could get to because there's a lot of potential, a lot of talent.
There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Reads it, fires complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Trying to set up the screen. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flips it out to the back. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's first and 10. Handoff for Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's second and 13 now. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a third down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a hit. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
The Rebels offense will now get its first chance with the football. And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core.
And that matchup with this running back versus these linebackers is a lot of fun. And, David, one thing talking to the defense this week is that they take pride in stopping the run. And these linebackers told us in meetings, this guy has not seen a defense like us, and they definitely have not played a linebacking unit as athletic as we are. We are looking to make a statement in this one by shutting this guy down.
And I love the confidence of the young guys, and I love the confidence of this defense, and they got some swag. But make no mistake, this running back is good, and this might be the best guy that they...
Fire into the right. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Run in the red zone, it's Lacey. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the grab on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Absolutely perfect. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the first quarter. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Hauls it in. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Trying play action. will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fix is going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. It's complete to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
And the Rebels want to crank the tempo.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll run play action. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, but the defense tackles him at the 3. Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Not a lot of time left here in the first quarter, but time enough for one more play. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Lacey. They throw it in reverse as that's the final play here in the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Running inside, it's Lacey. Could be an alley. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
He uncorks one deep. They went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll give to Frazier.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy.
And they are sending out the field goal unit now. Thought they might spin that wheel of fortune on 4th and short, but they'll line up for the field goal. What a disappointment. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Working that left side now. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Pulls it in. It's Cook. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Haas. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Lacey. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. There's a crease.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They're working that left side. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're dealing with a second and long. Pulls it on the option. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, the quarterback did everything right in terms of his reads on that option play. He was supposed to keep it, but he's got to do a better job of holding on to the ball. Give the defense credit for getting to him and creating the takeaway.
So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The run inside. It's Lacy. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Now on second down.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off play action. He'll pull it down. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's fourth down. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second. He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out, and they held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. With the catch, it's Humphreys. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Dogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He's got it on the right. Breaks into the open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Bulldogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Complete downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. He'll run it again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. The lead is down to a field goal. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. You've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Rebels headed quickly to the line.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Dances away to buy time. Took care of it himself. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes he's 3 to 4 yards.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Makes the grab. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that 1st down marker. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Picks up the 1st down. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Smashes it between the uprights. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. And it's the Crimson Tide engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone 1st downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Let's now take a look at some top 25 games around the nation on another wild day of college football. Now back to your game inside Vaught-Hemingway Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Running inside, it's Lacey. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Right back to him on the ground. He'll be stopped right at the 43-yard line. It'll be fourth down. Now to see if they want to spin that wheel of fortune. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here's a give to Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Frazier again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We've got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took every...
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll go to the counter play. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Oh, what a caught. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-time.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. After the misfire, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lofts one high and deep. Makes a deep grab. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, the defense can't afford to give up too many big plays like that. That was a simple day one go route. A guy just running straight down the field. You need your DBs to get to that football and swat that thing away. You give up too many more of those, you don't got a shot at winning this game.
3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. taking it the other way. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Keeps it himself. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got a man. It's Gill. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The option, the keeper, knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rule will check on his condition. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Dead center perfect. That brings them to within 1. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Pulls it in. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up this third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. First down here in what has been a highly entertaining Week 0 game. What a welcome to college football for this season. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Frazier again. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's reeled in. It's Wiley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And run inside. It's Frazier. There's a little room there. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Sends it back in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Cook. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. He stopped right there, short of the first down, in this defense trying to preserve the lead. Oh, he got home and blocked the punt. And now they'll take over right around their own 30-yard line. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll keep it on second down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. They make the stop after a pickup of 3, balls at the 18. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fires on the move. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Grabbed behind the line, it's Alexander.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires left. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Frazier. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Ole Miss calls its third and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Bulldogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The offense lining up for a first down play. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff for Frazier. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One more play to pad the stats. To the air on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.